The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Rush City High School for tonight's matchup between the Rush City Tigers and the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and here during the Here's the Pitch pregame show, Here's the Pitch in North Branch has the area's premier indoor training facility. Fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. Tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch. In North Branch. Thick air, apparently. So we're here at Rush City for tonight's game. It should be a good one here between them and Hinckley-Finlayson as we get ready. We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff here, maybe about 23 with the national anthem and lineups being announced, but about 20 minutes away, give or take, here from kickoff, and it should be a good one. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, as I mentioned, and we'll get ready now for our A&W Hometown Handoff. Our A&W Hometown Handoff, of course, is brought to you by, wow, believe it or not, A&W in Pine City. A&W, stop in for a frosty mug of their famous root beer. Pair it with a juicy cheeseburger or a savory mushroom and Swiss. A&W in Pine City. You can taste the tradition. We'll get over to Mora where Adam Hefty is over there. Adam Hefty, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I'm here with Chris Gable joining me for this matchup. Non-conference match between these two squads, also a non-section match between these two squads. Pequot Lakes coming in undefeated 7-0 on the season, and Mora trying to pull off a stunner here tonight, and we'll see how things go. How about over there?
I lost. Yeah, I've got Rush City and Hinckley-Finlayson again. What would technically be, if it wasn't football, a conference matchup, but I think it's close enough anyways, Adam. This is going to be a good one here. Rush City coming off a big win on homecoming night over Crosby Ironton. Hinckley-Finlayson, however, fell on homecoming to Aiken, a very tough Aiken Gobblers team. So Adam Hefty, Chris Gable over there in Mora. Guys, conditions over there, what is it looking like over there in Mora tonight?
It's beautiful. Mora's facilities are probably some of the best in the state. We got a beautiful turf field. It's well lighted and a beautiful night for football. This is what fall football is all about. We are Wednesday of MEA break, and this is really what Wednesday night lights is all about as we wind down the season and last regular season game of the year.
Yeah, this is really when it starts to feel like football weather. We were talking this morning on the morning show where it kind of actually feels like we have a fall this year. Last year kind of went straight from summer to winter, it felt like. But, yes, it is a beautiful night for some football. Everybody out here is ready for it as we see the fans continuing to come in droves here for this game. Taking a look at that game, guys, as you mentioned, Pequot Lakes coming in at 7-0. Adam, I know you were able to get a interview with the Mora head coach. Just give us a taste of what's going to come in that interview.
Well, he preached a lot on improvement, improving from game to game, and I think that's really what he's trying to. I mean, yes, he's looking for, week to week here in this season, but also looking towards the future of this team and trying to build a culture in the locker room, seeing what he can do in the weight room in the off season. But really, it's about improvement from week to week, and this is a good opportunity to do it as Pequot Lakes, like we said, 5th in the state in the QRF with Piers right behind them, nipping at their heels at 7. So, I mean, a good opportunity for Mora to really test to see where they are in the standard of AAA, Class 3A football.
No doubt, and as we move forward, Adam, I know you and I have talked quite a bit about how it's just crazy to think that tonight is the last game of the regular season, and then come this time next week, we will have already played round 1 of the football playoffs. Adam and Chris, I mean, what have been your impressions of the football season so far?
Well, I've been able to see Bram, Rush City, and Cambridge play multiple times. I guess one thing that's really stood out to me is I had the Bram-Cherry game, and Cherry ended up winning that. Basically, in the last seconds of the game, Bram was not able to punch it in from basically the 1 yard line. And I left that game in my post game talking about how it's still right in front of Bram. They faced a tough Mountain Iron team and a Deer River team that, I said, if they could beat both of those teams, their goals are still well in reach, and they did beat both of those teams. So that is just something that's really stood out to me, is that Bram team, and to see what they can do here coming up in the playoffs.
Yeah, and one thing that I've noticed with here this season, I think it really stems down to the Pine City Mora game that Ethan, you and I did a couple weeks ago, where Pine City and Mora faced off in Pine City, coming away with a victory, and it seemed like a momentum shift in the season for both those squads. So we'll see if Mora can catch it back here this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to go back to Chris real quick because he's got Cambridge Isani. He's seen them a lot. But these two teams, Hinckley-Finlayson not had the season that they would like, but their squad very small this year, not as big of numbers as they'd like to see, but they're still getting after it. They're still growing, and they're still continuing to grow this program up there at Hinckley-Finlayson. They've had a really tough schedule this year. They've played a lot of tough teams, but you know what? They come out each and every game ready for the next battle. And for Rush City, again, another tough schedule. They lost a couple of games, 2 in a row due to turnovers, but I thought they did a really good job last week of not only overcoming that and basically putting those games behind them, but then coming out, not committing a single turnover and focusing on just that night. And I was really impressed with them and their growth, and we heard that with their head coach. As he mentioned, just the growth of this team from week to week as well. So it's been really impressive to me to see just not just singular teams, but all these teams' growth throughout the season. And Chris, before we get you guys to your pregame, I know that Cambridge Isani has had a kind of a season of growth. Unfortunately, last week a devastating loss, but I mean that team can make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they started the season. Started Ben Geisler's first year last year going 0-9 and really rebuilt this year. They're 3-4. Like you said, they lost a tough one last week to Sauk Rapids. But they've got the athletes to really make a push here in the playoffs. Zebarth, Knox, Andrews, and they've got the athletes that they could scare a team or two in the playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs no doubt are going to be exciting. I can't wait for all of us to get out next week and cover these games. But, guys, I will let you go and get to your pregame. I know Adam's got an interview to play, so we'll get you off to that. And I know we will talk throughout via text to keep each other updated. But until we talk again, guys, good luck and have a great call over there.
Yeah, you as well.
Thank you. All right, that again is our A&W hometown handoff brought to you by A&W in Pine City. Again, they have the root beer floats over there, great cheeseburgers, or a mushroom and Swiss. A&W is rooting for all the players tonight, and they, again, also have those amazing cheese curds. Don't want to forget to mention that because you can always go for cheese curds. Cheese curds are never a bad idea. Well, here we are in the Here's the Pitch pregame show brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Again, Here's the Pitch. You can use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or bring your own to perfect next season's swing. That's Here's the Pitch in the Tanger Outlet Mall. Ethan Game Day Gilman joining you, and we'll get started here shortly on the pregame show. Well, we are started, but we're going to get a little more in-depth on these teams. But first, we're going to go and hear a word from our fine sponsors. After that, we'll be back with more on these two teams here on 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methven Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals, Wednesday the 23rd in Sandstone. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today, 320-679-1822.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on the Here's the Pitch pregame show. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Rush City, Minnesota for tonight's matchup between the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars and the Rush City Tigers. As we take a look at these two teams and how they have fared this season. For the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars, they play out of Section 7 Single A. It's a stacked section this year. We got starting from top to bottom, Barnum, Bram, Deer River, Mountain Iron, Buell, Cherry, Hinckley-Finlayson, East Central, and Chisholm. That is how that section looks right now. And as I mentioned in our A&W hometown handoff with Adam Hefty and Chris Gable, these schools will be playing next Tuesday to begin their playoffs, and we will have maybe one or two on who get a home game, as I try to figure that out. Well, apparently that one is unavailable to read. Well, I was going to try and get you the bracket and look at it, but it says I can't view it, so we're going to try and figure out a way to look at it. But looking at other sections that are similar, it looks like one could get a bye, and then 2 through 8 could play. I'm not sure. We'll try and look, but again, for some reason won't let us look at it. Here we go. There we go. So it looks like everyone will play in the first round, and it would be 1 through 8. So 1 would host 8, 2 would host 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, going like that. If that were the case, Bram would get to host East Central, and then Hinckley-Finlayson would travel to Deer River. That is how that would work if this stays the way it looks. For Hinckley-Finlayson this year, they are 1-6 on the season, giving up 39 points per game, scoring about 11 points per game. They are actually 1-0 in the section, having beat Chisholm earlier in the year, 18-8. But they've had a really tough schedule. They've played tough teams like Greenway, Moose Lake, Mesabi East, Crosby, Ironton, I Falls, and Aiken. Some really, really tough teams up there in northern Minnesota. So played a really tough schedule, and it doesn't get any easier here tonight. But they still will try and look for a win here on the road, a big win on the road, no less, as we get going here in this one. Again, unfortunately, the numbers-wise, just not what they'd like to see it this year. But you know what? They're still coming out here every night, giving it their all and putting their best foot forward. And it's really nice to see, again, even with the numbers a little bit lower than they would like, and kind of a young team is taking a look at their squad. They've got a couple seniors sprinkled in here. I'd say maybe 10 or just under 10, but for the most part, a pretty young team for this Hinckley-Finlayson squad, and it gets very young after the seniors. So they're looking for some guys to get growth this year and step up in a big way. As Kellen Von Ruden, the quarterback, you might recognize his name from either the baseball team or the Hinckley Knights baseball team. He really does it all, it seems like. But this team will look to get a big win on the road here tonight. As we shift over to the Rush City Tigers playing out of Section 4 AA, they are currently the number 2 seed, and if that were to stick, they would get a home playoff game. Now, if we take a look over at their section, they don't play any teams from their section in the regular season, which is unfortunate. Now, the 1 seed would get a bye, then it would be 2 through 7. So Rush City would host the 7 seed, which would be Kenyon Wanamingo. So if that were the case, Rush City would get a home game, and unless anything crazy happens here tonight, they would still get a home playoff game. Again, I don't think they would drop any lower than 3, maybe 4, if that. But either way, 2 through 4 still gets a home playoff game in the first round. But if Rush City can hang on to the number 2 seed, not only would they get night 1 a home playoff game, they would get next Saturday as a home playoff game as well. And that would be the 3-6 game that they would host. That would be Central and Randolph, and it would look like Central would win that one. So then it would be a Rush City Central game next Saturday for Rush City. Again, that's just based off seeding and their records on the season. So we never know. It could be a lot different as we go forward. But for Rush City, they're looking to have 2 playoff games in a row next week. Again, it starts next Tuesday, and it could be a home game against Kenyon Wanamingo if these standings were to stick. Again, barring anything crazy happening tonight for Rush City, I would guess that next week they will be around the number 2-3 seed. They would go into next week and be able to host Kenyon Wanamingo in the first game. And then, again, we're hoping that they can be able to hold on to the number 2 seed and then next week get a victory and then have next Saturday at home as well. That would be more than ideal for the Rush City Tigers. Of course, last year they were able to do that, get the number 1 seed and the bye, and then play on that Saturday. Unfortunately, they did fall to Cannon Falls, but this year, very well-tested team here in Rush City. Again, they played some really good teams, scoring about 29 points per game, giving up 24, but a lot of those big scores came in games like against Mountain Iron Buell, Moose Lake Willow River, and Aiken. And when we look at those games, though, other than maybe Mountain Iron Buell, Moose Lake Willow River and that Aiken game were 2 games where they gave up a plethora of turnovers. It was not a good game, and in talking with Coach Leitberg last week about those 2 games, he just mentioned, hey, it was really unfortunate the way it turned out, and yeah, we had a lot of turnovers, and those were games that we feel like we could have and should have won, but we can't do anything about it now. So we move on, we correct the things we can this week, and we had to keep our heads on this game, and that's what they did. I was really impressed last week with their ability to just keep themselves focused on that game and not focused on the week prior, because it can be hard to do that, especially when you lose 2 games you felt like you should have won. They lost to Moose Lake by 13, they lost to Mountain Iron Buell by 18, and then they lost to to Aiken by 27. Just a couple uncharacteristic games there for the Tigers, where again a lot of turnovers happen in both of those games. But they came out last week, put a good performance on against Crosby Ironton on homecoming night, winning 30-6. They did have a couple big penalties that set them back in their drives last week, and a couple of them that forced them to end their drives early as well. So they're hoping that they can kind of hold off on the penalties this week, if you will, and make sure that they're playing better football in the case of not committing penalties. Again, there were a few big ones last week that erased some big plays that set them back that they weren't unfortunately able to overcome. So they're looking to hope that does not happen here this week, and they can go and get a nice victory here on the regular season finale as they prepare for playoffs next week. Again, if they win, they will more than likely be the 2 or 3 seed next week, get a home playoff game. If they stay the number 2 seed, they will get 2 home playoff games. If they win for Hinckley-Finlayson again, they'll more than likely be on the road for their playoffs. unless something spectacular happens here tonight. But again, a stacked section in 7 single A. Don't forget, we've got a lot of football going on tonight over on KBEK. We just talked with Adam Hefty and Chris Gable. They're covering Mora Pequot Lakes. Then over on 100.9 FM, WCMP, Andy Beckstrom covering the Malacca Wolves as they host the Piers Pioneers. But we've got, obviously, all of our local teams playing here tonight. I know we've got a few of them that started their games early here this evening, so we'll try to keep you up to date on those as well as we go forward here throughout this evening. Some of them started here at the top of this hour at 6 p.m. Looks like the Blue Jackets and Irondale Knights have started. That game looks like just about halftime with the Blue Jackets leading 21-14. I know one of our other local schools, right up 35, Pine City playing as well tonight up in Proctor. Try and get you an update from that one. Does not look like there's an update yet. We'll update you as soon as we can on a score from that game. But that's going to do it for the Here's the Pitch pregame. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll hear our national anthem, then we'll get our starting lineups, and then we'll be back for kickoff here on Anthem Country WCMP.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another man's treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another man's treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us. Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey, guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
Getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn and Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand. And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Okay.
I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Cattle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan. And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes, we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with any coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methven Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals, Tuesday the 21st in Mora at 11:30 or 6. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today, 320-679-1822.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back here on WCMP, 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP. As we get ready for the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. As got the lineups starting, the Tigers honoring their seniors here this evening.
Congratulations to all of you and best of luck. For our officiating tonight, at referee Jeff Walkenfuss.
So we got other games going on our airwaves here tonight, but on this one, Tigers and Jaguars going at it.
The line judge is Bob Sedlicki,
getting ready.
And the back judge is Rich Thompson. Thank you, gentlemen, for your commitment.
For Kettle River Pizza kickoff, Hinckley-Finlayson.
We cannot have contests without you.
Coming down I-35 to play here at Andy Soloka Field.
Please encourage players and coaches.
Battle of the Cats here this evening. Jaguars will wear their white jerseys, the black letters and numbers outlined in red, the black pants with the 2 red stripes, 2 black stripes on the sleeve of the jersey as well, the silver or gray, whichever you'd like to call them, helmets, the big red stripe down the middle with the black outlines, and the Jaguar head on each side of the helmet and the black face masks. Looks like the Jaguars will kick off here to begin this game. So we're getting ready for our Kettle River Pizza kickoff here. Kettle River Pizza, if you need to fundraise for your team, Kettle River Pizza in Asco has a practical and user-friendly fundraising program. Visit kettleriverpizza.com/fundraising to learn more. We are set and ready for kickoff here on Anthem Country WCMP. So here is the boot, and the Jags will kick it away. This is going to be a deep kick. It's going to roll to about the 2-yard line. That's where Diedrich will pick it up. He's going to cut up the middle. Now he's got some room to run, trying to run over a man, and then he's taken down just after the 20. If he could have broke off that tackle, he may have been gone. But despite the long kickoff, a decent return. Amedio Rivero, the kickoff for the Jags. Must be a foreign exchange student. Usually when you got a kick like that, it's usually a foreign exchange student who plays soccer. I had one in high school as well. And, man, could he boot that thing. So the Tigers will start at their own 22-yard line on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. 12 minutes. We're up there. Took 7 on that return. Nyhart will line up in the gun. He's got 4 receivers left. The running back, Munson, out there as well. It'll be a screen to Diedrich. Diedrich trying to get outside, and he's got the speed. He's going to get outside up past the 30 before he's shoved out of bounds. And he will be close to a first down.
Takes it out to the 31-yard line.
Gain of about 9 3/4 there for Diedrich. So they'll be an eyelash short of the first down after that screen to Diedrich there. Again, Diedrich just used that speed to get outside and then pick up almost all of it on first down. They'll come out 2 receivers left, 1 right. Nyhart in the gun. He'll give to Munson off the right side of the line, using his blockers, pushing his way forward. He's got the first down and then a couple more near the 35 to about the 34-yard line. Gain of 4 there for Munson. So first down and 10 now for the Tigers on their opening possession. And they'll make their way to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left. Tight end right, a receiver off the side of the tight end. Munson right behind Nyhart. Oh, they fumble the snap, and Nyhart dives back on it behind the 30 to about the 27.
Big loss on the play, back to the
minus of about 7 yards on that one after the fumbled snap. And that will make it second down and long for the Tigers. So less than ideal there for Rush City. Chase Stream comes out. Into the formation. Nyhart looks to give it off to Munson off the right sideline. Oh, and then he falls. He's up and okay. Usually when you get a fall like that, it's never good. But he is tripped up behind, well, right at the 25-yard line. A loss of 2, and it's going to be 3rd and a country mile for the Tigers. You know, we seen this last week. It was play 1 that went backwards. They got some of it back on the run, and then they were able to get a big chunk. Well, it was a touchdown on 3rd down. They did it one other time before half, but this is going to be a lot tougher in their own zone. They'll fake to Munson. The same play as last week, and Nyhart just could not get it to Hogrud. And that will be incomplete. That was the same exact play they ran last week to pick up the touchdown on 3rd and long. He went, I think it was 69 yards did Hogrud last week on the 3rd down touchdown run, or pass and catch, excuse me. This time they cannot connect. He had some room to run as well. Would he have gotten the first down? I don't know. It would have been close. They'll line up to punt it away. Back deep to return for Hinckley-Finlayson is Jacob Lyons Jr. The punt is away by Nyhart. He's going to pick it up on the bounce behind the 45-yard line. Got some room off the right side of the line. He's got a lot of room, and he's going to take it up, waiting for his blockers to get in front of him. Cuts it back to the left, and he is gone. Touchdown, Jags, Jacob Lyons Jr. A 57-yard punt return by Jacob Lyons Jr. Well, that is a big time shift in momentum. And now the Jags have a chance to expand their lead up 7-0 after the PAT is good by Julian Barbero. 7-0. Hinckley-Finlayson leading on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard over the Rush City Tigers. A big-time punt return there for Hinckley-Finlayson to get them on the board first. Man, oh man. Well, a good job there by Lyons Jr. on the return. And really good job by him also keeping his blockers in front of him and setting up the blocks and being patient there towards the end of that return to get his blockers even more set up for him. And then he just cut it back to left. There was nobody there for Rush City, and he took it the distance again. A 57-yard punt return for a touchdown for Hinckley-Finlayson to get on the board first. So a 3-and-out, and then a punt return touchdown. So the Jaguars will get set to boot it away. It will be the man who just booted the PAT, Julian Barbero. And here's the boot. Another kick that is going to go away. It'll be taken in at about the 7 by Diedrich. Diedrich right up the middle, trying to find a way through the traffic. Cuts it outside, spins off of one tackle, and then is wrapped up by a Pride of Jaguars there behind the 25-yard line. We'll spot him right at the 25, so that's where the Tigers will take over on their second possession here. First time out, not quite a 3-and-out, but 5-and-out? They got the first down on the first 2 plays, and then they went 3-and-out from there. So Nyhart line up in the gun, man in motion, left to right. Diedrich will be the receiver to the bottom of the screen. Now they'll give it to Munson. Munson's got some room, cuts it up the field, now cuts it outside. Stiff arms a man, diving forward to about the 35. It's going to be close to a first down there for Tyler Munson. They'll spot him right at the 34. He'll be about a yard short. Gain of 9 for Tyler Munson. So 34-yard lines where the ball is spotted. Rush City back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Tight end at the bottom. Receiver split off the tight end at the bottom as well. Munson to the right of the quarterback, Nyhart. He'll give it to Munson off the left side of the line now. And he's got the carry forward. He's going to have the first down past the 35 to about the 37. It's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs for the Tigers. Now they'll actually spot it back at about the 36, so either way, it's a first down and 10 for the Tigers as they try to answer the punt return touchdown on this drive. They'll have 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen now, 1 at the top, tight end on the top side of the formation as well. Munson behind Nyhart in more of a pistol look, and going to get a timeout called here by Rush City. Not quite what they had in mind, I think, for that play, so a little bit of confusion there. They'll have to use their first timeout of the half. And while they take one, we will as well. We'll be back afterward from our fine sponsors here on Anthem Country WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on Anthem Country, 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Tigers breaking the huddle, come out for this play. To receive, again, same formation as they had before the timeout call. It'll be more of a pistol look. Nyhart. And still some confusion out there as to what they're supposed to be doing, but they will get the snap off. Munson will take it off the left side of the line. He's got some room to run. He's going to be taken down in the open field right at about the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 for Munson. And it'll be 2nd and 2. Tigers will get the play call into the huddle. And they'll bring it to the line of scrimmage. On the far hash, 3 receivers will be at the bottom of your screen. Tight end split off the top. Nyhart. Munson behind him. Takes the snap. Give to Munson again off the left side of the line. He's got some room to run past 50 to the 45. Off to the 40. Past the 35. And that's where he's bumped out of bounds by a Jaguar. They'll spot him right at the 36-yard line.
That's enough yards for Rush City Tigers. First down.
Gain of about 18 there for Munson on that carry. And now they're on the Jags side of the field. 7:40 to go here in the first quarter on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They got 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Get a man into the huddle, and then they'll make their way up to the line of scrimmage. Three receivers will be bunched at the top of the formation. Tight end split off the bottom. They'll give to Munson off the right side of the line. He's got some room to run, cuts it outside, and he has got the speed, but does he have enough? Will he get there? No, he'll be down just short of the goal line, but he's going to get it all the way inside the Rush City Auto red zone to about the 7. Gain of 19 again for Munson, and it's first down and goal. For the Tigers. They'll line up 3 receivers on the right side of the formation. Munson behind the quarterback, and Nyhart will give it to him. He's going to dive forward and get near the 5.
Gets a couple yards.
Gain of about 1 or 2. And it'll be 2nd down and goal now for Rush City. Again, inside that Rush City Auto red zone. They've got 2 locations, one here in Rush City, and then one in North Branch called Standard Auto and Classics. So Rush City will head to the line of scrimmage once again. 2 running backs behind Nyhart, Diedrich, and Munson. They'll fake the give to Munson, give to Diedrich off the right side line. Cuts it upfield, but he slipped inside the 5. And he'll get it down to the 3. Gain of about 3 or 4 yards there for Diedrich. And 3rd down and goal from just inside the 5. Tigers will come out. Same formation with Diedrich and Munson in the backfield. Nyhart takes the snap. Give to Munson. Munson is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Shooting in there was Lyons Jr. as the first man. And now it's 4th down and goal for Rush City. What will they do here? See what they've got drawn up for this 4th down play. And a couple of big carries got them on the Jaguar side of the field and then inside the 10. But then the Jags have done a good job since of holding the goal line strong. They'll put 2 receivers out wide left. Tight end right. Receiver off the hip of the tight end. Munson, they'll send Diedrich in motion. The ball is on the ground. Nyhart has to pick it up, and it is going to be a turnover on downs. And because of the fumbled snap,
but that will turn it over to the Jaguars on downs, and they will have it 1st and 10 at their 10.
The Jaguars get the ball. not a turnover, but the Tigers fumble the snap there, and now the Jaguars will take over with the ball at looks like the 10-yard line. They'll hand it off here outside. Running back has got some room, but he slips off one, and then he's wrapped up there by a gang of Tigers. Gain of about 5 there for number 2, Zach Workman.
Gain of 5 on the play, second down 5, Jaguars.
Their quarterback, of course, Kellen Von Ruden. They'll start on the far hash mark on this 2nd and 5 play. Von Ruden takes the snap, toss to the left side. He's got some room, does Workman. He splits a couple of defenders, carries it up to about the 25-yard line. Gain of 10 for Workman. And that'll be a new set of downs for the Jags. So from this near hash, Von Ruden will go under center. They'll bunch it up on the top of the formation with 3 receivers, 1 receiver lone to the left. They'll take the snap. They'll look to pass. It's a quick slant here. And, well, he tried, but when you got a knee down in high school, you are down. So a quick 5-yard slant there to Lyons Jr. Pick up 5.
5 on the play out to the 30-yard line. The second down 5.
So Jacob Lyons Jr. The 5-yard reception to make it 2nd down and 5. Von Ruden under center, and Rush City jumped.
Flag on the play.
The Tigers jump off sides. It will be 5 yards, and depending on the spot of the ball, could be a new set of downs.
And that's enough yards for
And it will be enough for a new set of downs for Hinckley-Finlayson. So Jags, new set of downs, but again, bunch on the right side. Running back is Holloway behind him. He'll toss to Holloway off the right side of the line. Holloway's got some room to run, breaks off of one tackle, breaks off another, and then high steps to try and get out of a tackle, but he manages only about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 2nd down for Hinckley-Finlayson. They've got a lot of speed out there, do the Jags. That is one thing that this Jaguar team does like. They have good team speed. They'll come out now, I formation. 2 receivers will be left. Tight end right. It'll be Von Ruden who's just going to sneak it forward. Well, he gets a good carry of about 3-4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play, be 3rd down and 5 for the Jaguars.
Gain of 4 there on the QB sneak right up the middle. So we 3rd down and medium now for Hinckley-Finlayson. After said QB sneak. Just under 2 minutes to go now in the first quarter. Jags up over the Tigers on the Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll bunch it left here. 3 receivers for Hinckley-Finlayson. 1 receiver toward the top of the formation. It's a fumbled snap by Von Ruden. Who's got it? I think Von Ruden fell back on top of it.
Fumble on the snap.
And it will be recovered back behind the 40.
Be 4th down and 9.
And they'll lose the 4 that he gained on the sneak. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down now for the Jags. And, man, Rush City caught a break there with that one. Their offense was moving the ball, but now The Jags will line up to punt it away. Looks like it will be number 33, Julian Barbero, back to boot it for Hinckley-Finlayson. Got some motion here for the Jags, and then now we get a timeout by Hinckley-Finlayson. That'll be their first. They'll be left with 2 with 1:04 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take commercial break, be back after our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately? It's because I no longer pay for hot water. What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water? Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water. Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace? Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Number 25, Jaden
Jaguars
Nelson.
with the most recent timeout.
Jared and Lori Nelson. Number 26,
Here on this
Emerson
4th
Umbright.
down and 9.
Graham and Terry Umbright. Number 27, Dominic Turner, Molly Stinger.
Jags and Tigers back out onto the field for this 4th down. Again, Julian Barbero, the punter. Here's the boot. Be a side-winding kick. It'll be taken in at the 30 by Diedrich. Diedrich tries to make a man miss. Cuts back to the right side of the field to the 40. Breaks off a tackle there to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, and then he's knocked out of bounds
Diedrich.
at the Jags' 43-yard line.
43-yard line of the Jaguars.
And that is where they will start.
The 1st and 10 for the Tigers there.
So now the Tigers with their best starting field position here in the first quarter. Starting at the Jags' 43-yard line. And here come the Tigers. They'll have 3 receivers right, 1 left. Munson to the left of Nyhart. In the gun, Nyhart takes the snap. He looks to throw. He's got a man to his right. He's got Diedrich. He overthrew him.
Nyhart's pass to Diedrich a little long.
Trying to get the camera right for you.
For the Tigers.
That one just goes long for Diedrich. Would have let him out of bounds, so that one falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now. And Tigers come back to the line of scrimmage. They'll again go 3 receivers right. Put a tight end left. Munson to the right of Nyhart in the gun. Nyhart takes the snap. He'll give the Munson off the left sideline. Got some good blocking, and then he's quickly wrapped up, but a nice gain there up past the 40 of about 5 for Munson. That already his 10th carry of the evening. So it'll be 3rd and medium now for the Tigers. They go with a bit of a hurried up huddle. They'll come out with 2 receivers right, tight end left, receiver off the hip of the tight end left. Munson to the right of the quarterback, Nyhart. They'll give to Munson. Munson off the left side of the line again, just waiting for his blockers to set up, and then scoots forward and is wrapped up by an ankle tackle. It will, if he didn't get the first down, he's about length of a eyelash short. Will they measure? We're going to get an official's timeout now. Based on when they spotted the ball, only a gain of 4. It looked closer initially. So it looks like we'll have the end of the first quarter. That's why we had the officials pausing everything. So, end of the first quarter. The Tigers trailing the Jaguars here in and after quarter number 1, 7-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, again, 3 locations, Pine City, Lynchburg, and Cambridge.
Derek and Molly Schmidt.
But their board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. I want to thank Adam Hefty, Chris Gable, and Annie Beckstrom, who are all out calling games here tonight.
53 Austin James LaChapelle. Tony and Amanda LaChapelle.
Looks like Pequot Lakes is up over Mora 32-0 in the first. Ooh, less than ideal there. But Tigers out of the timeout come with a 4th and short, a direct snap to Tyler Munson, and he gets right to the 30-yard line. That'll be plenty for the first down. Gain of 4.
Yards for a Tigers. First down.
Tigers will break out of their formation, come to the line of scrimmage now at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Nyhart's going to have 2 running backs in the gun with him, 1 on each side. He'll take the snap and give it to Munson off the right side of the line. Squeezes through a couple of blocks, then gets to a defender. He's wrapped up by said defender. What a nice gain. Lyons Jr. with the tackle. Gain of 8 that time for Munson on his 12th carry here in the first half. 10 of them came in the first quarter. A bell cow is what you call that. So 2nd down and 2 now for the Tigers. They'll line up on that far hash mark. Again, two running backs in the backfield, 1 on each side of Nyhart. They'll give to Munson again. Munson cutting up the field right inside of his blocker. Really good job of finding that cut lane up the field and getting forward. Close to a new set of downs. He'll be, man, if he's short, he's just short. About an eyelash short.
3rd down and about 10 inches.
So 3rd and extremely short. And Munson will be to the left of the quarterback, Nyhart, here in the gun, and they'll give to Munson. He'll get up the field for the first down and then some inside the 15.
Straight up the middle to the 13-yard line.
It's the 13. Gain of 7. Quick gain of 7, too, by Munson. My goodness. And here come the Tigers. 2 receivers out wide left, tight end right. Receiver off the hip of the tight end right. They'll give to Munson again, up the middle. Carries it up to the 10 and to about the, oh, they're actually, they're going to spot him right there at the 10.
2nd down, 7, Tigers.
So 2nd down and about 7. Nyhart takes the snap, give to Munson. It's a low snap, and Munson's going to be taken down in the backfield. Loss of 2. That time, the Elijah Best taking him down for a loss of a couple, and it'll be 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 now for Rush City, as they are again inside that Rush City Auto red zone. At the 13, trying to get into the end zone here. Jags up on the scoreboard first after the punt return touchdown by Lyons Jr. They'll line up 2 receivers wide right, tight end right. Receiver off the hip of the tight end right as well. Munson on the left side of Nyhart. Another low snap. They'll give to Munson off the right side line. He manages to squeeze off the right side line, scoot forward, and then fall forward to about the 7-8 yard line.
Takes it down to the 8-yard line.
Gain
It'll be 4th down and 4 for the Tigers.
Of 5 for Munson. It'll be 4th down and medium for the Tigers inside the 10-yard line as they try to convert here. Now they can get a first down without a touchdown. Give them a new set of downs. They'll line up. 3 receivers left. Munson behind the Quarterback Nyhart. Nyhart slips and falls as he tried to throw it to Diedrich out there, who was wide open. Not sure what happened there, but Nyhart slipped on the throw. It is incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs for Rush City. So another turnover on downs here for the Tigers, as Nyhart slipped, getting that one out to Diedrich, and Diedrich was open. Probably could have got it into the end zone for a touchdown if Nyhart was able to stay cleanly on his feet. So the Jags will take over inside their own 10-yard line now. Von Ruden will go under center. 3 receivers at the top formation, 1 at the bottom. Workman is the running back behind Von Ruden. They're going to look to throw. Von Ruden's got time. He's going to chuck it deep, and he's got a man, and Lyons is just overthrown. Von Ruden with an arm unleashes that one from about the goal line. Would have been close to a 50-yard pass from where he was at, but it is incomplete as he overthrows Lyons, his intended receiver. Pretty good protection up front by the Jags offensive line. Good throw as well. And they'll line up in the I formation, 2 receivers at the top of the formation, 1 at the bottom. Von Ruden under center. Von Ruden takes the snap, give it up to the fullback Holloway, excuse me. And Holloway gets about 2. And it'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 8 here for Hinckley-Finlayson after the incomplete pass on 1st down. And Holloway with 2 on that carry. They're going to line it up with 2 receivers now at the bottom of the formation, 1 at the top. They'll line up in the I formation behind Von Ruden under center. Von Ruden gives a toss here to Workman. Workman cuts it outside, trying to cut it up the field. Ran into his own blocker, and then is taken down short of the 15. Workman, again's got some speed, but I think needs to read the block a little bit better there. He had, I thought, a lane to cut up the field. He gets it to the 14. Gain of 4 there for Workman. Thought he had a lane to cut up the field behind his blocker there, but wound up running into his blocker and getting stopped. And it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout here for the Tigers. It'll be their second with 6:47 to go in the first half. The Jags still lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 7-0 back after 30 seconds here on WCMP.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and of course live video on our website at WCMPradio.com. Looking at some of the scores from around our local listening area.
Number 66, Uriah Stitch.
Piers leads Malacca 34-0. I believe that would be after 1. Maybe after the second. We'll have to wait and see. But here in our game, 7-0. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down, and the punter is well short. In fact, he lost a yard. Wow, that's an interesting call on 4th down, especially trying to run with your punter. Not that he doesn't have the speed, but I feel like if you're going to go for it on 4th down inside your own 20, you got to go with someone who's got a little bit more speed, or maybe even air it out with Von Ruden, who's got a good arm. But, well, it's going to be it will not convert it on 4th down. They'll go back to Munson, will the Tigers. He's got a lot of room to run up the middle, up inside the 5 to about the 4. Gain of 9 for Munson.
He's second down and 1.
So second down now for the Tigers. Inside again, the Rush City Auto red zone inside the 5. They'll line up with just one receiver out wide left. Diedrich and Munson on each side of Nyhart. Nyhart takes the snap. He'll give to Munson off the left side of the line, cuts it up, and he is just short of the goal line, but he has got a new set of downs. Gain of 2 for Munson. First down and goal from the 2.
First down for the Tigers. First and goal.
So first down and goal now for Rush City. Same formation, receiver wide left. Nyhart takes the snap, give to Munson off the left side. He's got a clean lane into the end zone for a touchdown from 2 yards out. So the Tigers get themselves on the board here in their 4th possession of the first half. Make it 7-6. So now they are within 1. 5:29 to go on the scoreboard here in the first half. Tigers will come out with 3 receivers left, 1 right. They'll line up with a running back on each side of Nyhart in the gun, set to go for 2. Nyhart takes the snap. He'll roll out to his right, looking back at the end zone. He's got Diedrich for 2, and the Tigers now with the 2-point conversion
Score now Tigers 8, Jaguars 7.
make it 8-7 on the scoreboard. And it took a while. It took nearly the entire first half, and just under halfway here in the second quarter, they score. But again, a punt return touchdown for the Jags got them on the board first. The Tigers finally score after a strange 4th down call by the Jags to go for it inside their own 20. They were unable to convert, obviously, with the punter running it off the right side of the line. Rush City was there and ready for it. Now the Tigers will get to boot it away on a Kettle River Pizza kickoff. And this be number 47, not quite sure who that is. And here's the boot. This one going to come up and be taken at about the 25 by Lyons. He returned it for a touchdown on the punt. This time not going to be as good, but still a good starting field position as he gets up to about the 42. And that's where Hinckley-Finlayson will start with 5:27 to go here in the first half. Jaguars trying to get another score here before the end of half and retake the lead, while this Tiger defense hoping to get some momentum after that touchdown. The line up under center with Von Ruden. He'll toss it to the right here to Holloway. Holloway looking to get around the edge. He rolls over one man, rolls over another, gets to about the 45. Munson on the stop. Holloway picks up about 3. Holloway, a violent run that time, but nice tackle there by Munson after a gain of 3 for Holloway. Holloway would have been taken down at the 40, but he was able to lower the shoulder and run over a defender to get at least back to the line of scrimmage, and then was able to grind it out to the 45 before Munson got there. The lineup in the I formation, 2 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Von Ruden under center, and he got Rush City to jump. It's the second time they've got him to jump off sides, and that is our Pine Insurance player of the game from last week, Devin Kramer, who had 2 sacks last week. It'll be a free 5 yards.
Tigers jumping into the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty. The
So another offsides call, and this will make it second and much more manageable. Second and about 2 for the Jags as they make their way to the line of scrimmage. Same formation, Von Ruden under center. Takes the snap, he'll give to, well, thought about giving it to Workman, and now he'll try and take it himself. I'm not quite sure what that was. Not quite sure if that was supposed to be a play fake or if he was supposed to, if it was a read option. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that was. But Von Ruden looked like it was supposed to be a handoff. He turned around to hand it to Workman and then kept it himself, ran in front of Workman. And Diedrich is there to take him down. Diedrich with great speed to take him down for a loss of about 3. That was very, very strange play. So loss of 3, it's 3rd down and 5 now for the Jags. They'll have 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. The fullback Holloway will be behind Von Ruden. Von Ruden, a little bit of struggle with the snap, and he is going to nearly go down. And was it picked off by Munson? No. Von Ruden just tried to get rid of it, but Munson was there and nearly picked it off. But it is incomplete. Devin Kramer getting off his right edge position, nearly getting the sack. But Von Ruden able to stay on his feet enough to get that one away, and almost a dangerous pass. That was nearly intercepted, but just coming up short of Munson. They will line up to boot it away again with Barbero, but last time they tried to go for it. It will be, so they will punt it away. This one's going to be a high kick, end over end, and it is, nearly going to hit a Tiger player, but they are able to get away. That's going to come up at about the 26-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over with 3:16 to go. So the Tigers will have another chance here to go down the field and extend their lead. And with their run game as strong as it has been, there's plenty of time, and not only that, plenty of time to take off the clock as well as leave nothing left for Hinckley-Finlayson. Nyhart will line up in the gun. You got 2 receivers at the bottom of the formation, tight end and 1 split up off the top. Oh, it's a fumbled snap, and Munson just falls on it. Munson falls on it back at about the 23-ish. So loss of about 3, and it'll be 2nd and 13 now for Rush City. Well, that's not how you want to start the drive if you're the Tigers, especially after you made a stop defensively and then your team was able to score last drive, but now you'll be behind the chains. So the snap will get to Nyhart. Munson out on the right side of the formation is trying to use that speed, but he got a flag down in the backfield. Usually means holding. And if that's the case, this will back it up even further for Rush City. We'll wait and see what the referee says. And that, again, that came from the referee. That's usually in the area of holding. Yeah, it will be holding. So we'll be holding. It'll back them up 10. And it'll be 2nd and about 23 for Rush City. Well, a really tough start to this drive for the Tigers. I mean, I'm stating the obvious, I know, but not how you want to start a drive, especially after scoring on the last one. So it'll be 2nd down and 20+. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Munson to the left of Nyhart. Nyhart will take the snap. He'll roll out to his right, trying to look. He's got Diedrich, and Diedrich will nearly get back almost the yardage of the holding. Gets it up to about the 23.
22-yard line.
Gain of about 10 there on the catch.
14 for the Tigers.
So it'll be 3rd down and long for Rush City now. Clock nearing a minute and a half to go here in the first half. So now, unfortunately for the Tigers, they will have to start to move things a little bit quicker. If they're able to get this 3rd down, they'll have to start to move the ball a little bit quicker. But if they don't, Hinckley-Finlayson's obviously going to use a timeout and just try and get some time back. They've got Deirdre. Oh, my goodness, and Nyhart slipped. Nyhart slipped back inside the 15 at about the 14-yard line. He slipped. Oh, man. So Nyhart slipped, and disaster here on this drive for Rush City. Just one thing after another, it seemed like, and a timeout called here by Hinckley-Finlayson. They'll be left with one, and they're going to try and save at least a little bit of time for an offensive drive themselves to get one last chance at the end zone before the half and try and retake the lead from the Jaguars, who are only down by 1. The Tigers, it started with a fumbled snap that backed him up 3-4 yards. Then a holding call backed him up 10. And then they got the completion to Diedrich for about the 10 yards they lost. But then it was Nyhart rolling to his right, slipped as he looked to step up, looked like he had Diedrich open, and he slipped. And they will have to punt it away. Oh, my goodness, and now the ball going to roll into the end zone. Nyhart, oh, and he fell in the end zone. He fell in the end zone. It'll be a safety. Oh, my goodness. And on that drive for the Tigers, what could go wrong did. Oh, my goodness. Nyhart trying to get out of the – I'm not sure if his cleats are just the shorter cleat or just not keeping his feet wide enough, but he has just been slipping all night, and that one going to hurt the most because that – trying to punt it away, too, and he bobbled the snap a little bit in his own end zone, slipped to his knees for the safety. What? Oh, man. A disastrous drive for the Tigers that time out. It was bad to begin, but then you had a chance to at least boot it away and force Hinckley-Finlayson to get the ball back and try and score on your defense, which they hadn't yet other than a punt return touchdown. But that is the worst way to end that drive. Wow. Nine to 8 is our score, and the Tigers are going to have to kick it away on the safety kick from the 20? Yeah, from the 20. Man, well, here's the boot, and they'll kick it. It'll be, oh, is that going to go out of bounds as well? It is. So not only is it a kick on the safety, it also went out of bounds. Man, when it rains, it pours for the Tigers right now. So now a discussion as to what the penalty will be. Will it be re-kick? Will they take it at the spot? I would assume it's at the spot. Looks like that's what it will be. So the kickoff out of bounds will look like it'll. Well, it'll be spotted at the 50. So I don't. So with the kickoff out of bounds, it will be spotted at the 50, and that's where the Jags will take over with just under a minute to go as they try and score before half to extend their lead. They'll get out into formation now, rushing out. They'll have 3 at the right side of the screen. 1, Now man in motion. They'll go Wildcat here with 11, Hudson Bork. We've got motion early. Looks like they'll get Holloway for a false start. So that will help this Tiger defense, as that'll back them up 5 yards. So now 1st and 15 for Hinckley-Finlayson. And they'll make it to the line of scrimmage, now at their own 45-yard line. Line up in the I formation, 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Von Ruden under center. Takes the snap, he'll give to Workman. Workman off the left side of the line is swung down hard by Munson. Maybe 1 on the play for Workman. And Workman's up slow. In fact, he's going to require an injury timeout. Yeah, he was swung down hard by Munson, and sadly, I think he hit his head when he came down there. He came down hard on that upper body, shoulder, head area. Obviously, Munson wasn't trying to do that. He was just trying to bring him down, but it's kind of looked like where he came down on, and they'll look at Workman here real quick. He's up under his own power. Helmet is off, though. And maybe just a stinger there. Got his wind knocked out of him, so he'll make it back to the the sideline. So, yeah, he was swung down pretty hard. Munson on the stop after a pickup of 1 there for Workman. It'll be 2nd and about 14, and now timeout call by the Tigers. That is their final timeout of the half, and we'll take commercial break here. Back after word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Are you tired of long commutes to the Twin Cities to work in the HVAC field? Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City is now hiring full-time installation and service technicians to join their growing team. Dale's Heating and Appliance is an established Lennox Premier dealer looking to expand their business. Benefits include competitive wages, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Submit your resume to daleshvac@yahoo.com or visit Dale's Heating and Appliance in downtown Pine City today.
So the last drive for Rush City ended in absolute disaster as it backed up because of a fumbled snap, a holding call. Neihart slipped on an attempted pass, and then on the punt, he slipped in the end zone for a safety. But now for the Jags, their offensive drive not getting off to the best of starts. It was a false start penalty on the first play. Workman only got 1 on the next, so not a bad start defensively for Rush City. They want a big stop here as the Jags, will look to score before half. They're trying to go deep to Lyons. Lyons is covered well, and he makes the catch! Oh my goodness, what a catch there for Lyons, all the way down to about the 17-yard line. What a catch there for Lyons. Down to the 18. 37 yards for Lyons. What a play. And Von Ruden with the throw. So they'll line up. Did he fall or did he get the ball down first? Looks like he did spike it. I don't know. That looked close to a knee down before the ball. So we got a little bit of a conversation. Looks like they're going to put time back on the clock. They will put about 13 seconds back on the clock after Von Ruden did spike the ball. Yeah, it was really close. It looked like he almost slipped and fell to his knee first and then tried to spike the ball. But they're going to say he did spike it. Well, either way, be 28 seconds left here for the Jags. They'll line up bunch right with 3 receivers. 1 receiver on the other side. And Von Ruden backing up, throwing to the end zone for Lions. He's short of the goal line at the 1. This could be coming back anyways. There's a flag in the backfield. More than likely going to be holding. It will be holding. And it will come back 10 yards from the holding call. A good throw again by Von Ruden to Lions. Lions was out at about the 1-yard line, but back him up 10 with 23 seconds to go.
It's a 10-yard penalty. Take the ball back to the...
So this is going to come back all the way to about the 29-yard line after the holding call on Hinckley-Finlayson. It will be second down. Von Ruden getting the call from his coach. They're taking quite a bit of time here to get this play call in. Von Ruden checks the back judge, see how long he's got. Try and get this play call in. They're gonna have to hurry though. There's the 10-second hand. Now 5, 4, and they do get the play off. Von Ruden, not a lot of protection back there, and the pass trying to get it here to the right side for Hudson Bork. It is incomplete. And that'll bring up third down and long. So third and long now for the Jags. They would have had first and goal from about the 1 with the clock stopped too, but they got a holding call. So now third and long, 18 seconds to go. Tigers don't have any timeouts. Jags do have 1. A little bit of confusion for the receivers as to where they're supposed to be, but now it looks like they'll get set. 3 receivers bunched on the left side, 1 on the right. Von Ruden under center, running back behind him. He'll take the snap. He'll look to roll out to his left. Looking to chuck it deep. He looks towards the end zone for Lions again. Who boxes out the defender and makes the grab. Touchdown, Jags. 29-yard touchdown pass and catch to Lions Jr. And the Jags do score before half. 11 seconds to go. And they make it now 15-8. The point after attempt, it is up, and it is good. 16-8, the Jaguars take the lead over the Tigers on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 16-8. Wow. What a throw. Lions, though, at the end there. He tried to box the defender out. May have gotten away with a little bit of a shove there. Because he went to go back, and he kind of got pushed. Or he rather pushed the defender a little bit. So... It did not get called, though. But it is 16-8. Jags on top of the Tigers. After that, Von Ruden, 29-yard touchdown pass to Lyons Jr. Jacob Lyons Jr. now 2 touchdowns on the night. As the Jags will get set to boot it away, it will be not Amedio. This is Julian Barbero. They will get set to kick this one off. Barbero with the boot. And Diedrich will take it in at about the 7-yard line. Diedrich up the field. He's got some room to run. Breaks off one tackle, trying to carry defenders forward. Pass down right at the 30 is where they'll spot him with 4 seconds to go. So 4 seconds left here in the half. Get one shot for Rush City. Let's see what Nyhart's arm looks like as he got one play before half. Now, unfortunately for the Tigers, the Jags get the ball to start half number 2. So here we go. From the far hash, Rush City will line up. Got all the receivers out in formation. Nyhart in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to be a quick pass to Munson. Munson's got some room to... Oh, and then he slips. Slips short of the 50 at about the 47. Gain of 17.
To Munson. Complete. Yards for a first down.
So 17 yards there for Munson. And that's going to do it for our first half of play. And that will bring us to halftime here, where the Jags lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 16-8 over the Rush City Tigers. Well, we'll take commercial break, and then we'll be back. And when we return, it will be time for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Take a commercial break. Be back after our sponsors here on WCMP.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Guy Fieri's Flavor Town is now available at your Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. You know, Guy Fieri of Food Network fame is rolling out some of his favorites like the mac and cheese burger, sweet heat chicken and waffle, jalapeno potato nuggets, and candy chaos cookies. And you can only get these at your local Freeway Holiday Station store. Flavor Town is rolling out now. Guy Fieri's new Flavor Town at the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. 'Cause you gotta stop somewhere.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, we're at the Hones Auto Body and Glass Halftime Show, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass and more. They have state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Ethan Game Day Gilman here at Andy Saloka Field in Rush City, where the Tigers trail the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars 16-8. Taking a look at that first half, the Tigers started with it. They got a first down after 2 plays and then went 3 and out after that, punted it away. And on the punt, it was a 57-yard punt return touchdown by Jacob Lyons Jr. to get them up 7-0. Then their next possession, they would go a turnover on downs for Hinckley-Finlayson. They would punt it back to the Tigers. Tigers would again turn it over on downs. The Jags would then go for it inside their own 20. They would go for it on 4th down inside their own 20 on a attempted punter run. They attempted a punter run on 4th down inside their own 20. It was a little bit of a head scratcher of a play call, especially, again, on 4th down inside your own 20. Usually not going to see any teams go for it. They didn't convert, gave the ball back to the Tigers, who scored on the next, 5-6 plays. Then they scored, and they got the 2-point conversion to go up 8-7. Then, on the next drive for Hinckley-Finlayson, they again had to punt it away. But the next drive for the Tigers ended in disaster. And I mean disaster. It went about as bad as you can get, as they got it back on a punt. The first play was a fumbled snap, and they lost yardage after Neihart fumbled it. Lost of about 3 on Neihart slipping after the fumbled snap. Then the next play, they would lose 10 yards because of a holding penalty. They would get a good chunk, if not almost all of that, back on a pass to Diedrich to set up 3rd and long. On that play, Neihart rolling back about a 7-yard drop, or 7-step drop, rolling to his right as he went to step up, and I believe he was going for Diedrich, slipped for a big loss behind the line of scrimmage as he went to pass it. So then it was 4th down, and they were just going to look to punt it away, force Hinckley-Finlayson to drive the length of the field. Well, that's not what happened. Neihart, unfortunately, as he was going to punt the ball away, he was lined up in his own end zone. As he went to punt it away, it was a low snap. He bobbled the snap, went to punt it away, and then slipped in the end zone for a safety, which then put the Jaguars on top 9-8. They would kick it away on the, again, safety kick. It went out of bounds. Hinckley-Finlayson will start at the 50. They would be backed up after a false start. But then a few plays later, they would get a few big pass plays to Jacob Lyons Jr., a 37-yard pass play. And then as they looked to score, Lyons Jr. had it out of bounds at the 1-yard line with 28 seconds to go, but a holding call set them back. But then, a couple plays later, it was Kellen Von Ruden finding Lyons in the end zone for a 29-yard touchdown pass and catch as he boxed out the defender. And then the PAT was good to put them up 16-8. So that is how we got our score here in this one of 16-8. The Jaguars have 94 yards of offense, 23 yards rushing on 10 carries, 71 yards passing, and 3 for 6 there. But again, a punt return touchdown for them as well. Tigers have 129 yards of offense, 23 carries, 93 yards. They were 3 of 6 passing for 36 yards. Obviously, Tyler Munson had their lone touchdown of the first half, and again, the 2-point conversion they got as well on a pass from Nyhart to Diedrich for the easy 2-point conversion. But the Jaguars coming in here looking for a major upset here this evening. So far, so good, and a positive for the Jags, they get the ball back to start the second half. So for Rush City, again, that second to last drive for them, I mean, just compounded on their mistakes, and unfortunately it wound up in the worst mistake with them slipping in the end zone on a punt attempt for a safety. So it was just kind of all what could go wrong did go wrong there, and it was just really, really unfortunate there for the Tigers. And the Jags did a good job of capitalizing off of the safety and getting into the end zone before the end of the half and expanded their lead now to 8 points. This will be a very, very interesting second half. The Jags offense really didn't get much going in the first half. The Rush City defense did a good job, especially the front seven. The D-line and the linebackers have been all over these running backs, trying to get outside and do anything. But the pass game has opened up for the Jags. We'll see if they do more of that here in half number 2. I would expect them to. Von Ruden's got quite an arm. He has shown that. He hasn't even really been able to step up into a lot of his throws. He's almost been throwing off his back foot, but giving his wrist a nice flick and getting it deep downfield. We'll see if he's able to get some good protection and able to step into these throws. That would make him even more accurate. But we'll see what they decide to do here in half number 2. Will they throw the ball more? I would expect them to. Yes, even with the lead, I think they're better off throwing the ball. I don't think they're going to get too much of anywhere running the ball. I just think the front seven of Rush City is way too strong to get by and way too fast, quite honestly, at the linebacker position to get around for any long runs to develop. I think their bread and butter will be the pass game here in half number 2. For the Tigers, they're just going to have to get back to the run game and rely on it and rely on that blocking up front. And yes, they'll take time off the clock, but if you go down, score, get a 2-point conversion, you're right back in this game, tying it up at 16 apiece, and then you just go back and rely on your defense to get the job done. So you just got to get back to the run game, allowing your offensive line to do its job and trusting them that they'll get it done and go from there. And, again, you got to rely on the defense here, drive 1, to make the stop. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back after that to get some updates from games around our local listening area. You're listening to the Hones Auto Body Glass Halftime Show here on Anthem Country WCMP.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methven Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals. Monday, October 20th at 6 p.m. in Isle. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today. 320-679-1822.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ash Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Back here on the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show, taking a look at around the area at our local schools. We've got, unfortunately, no score from the Bram-Ely game or the East Central Chisholm game. I feel like that East Central Chisholm game is going to be a fantastic one, as East Central kind of found some rhythm offensively last week in their loss against Ely. Meanwhile, Mille Lacs trailing Bertha Hewitt 20-12, and Ogilvie having their way right now with Sabika 32-8 in that one. As we take a look at Class 3A, Mora trailing Pequot Lakes 49-0 right after half. And Foley trailing Albany 28-9. Malacca also trailing Piers 55-0 at the end of the first half there. Pine City and Proctor, no score from that one, so no update there yet. We'll try and look at that one. And then Chisago Lakes trailing Zimmerman right now 41-0 over there in Zimmerman. And then we take a look at Princeton trailing Ricori 35-12. And the game that we've all been looking for, at least I have, North Branch and Hermantown. That one sees Hermantown leading at half 29-14 over North Branch. So we'll keep you updated on those scores. Let's take a look at Cambridge-Isani beating Irondale right now towards the end of the fourth, towards the end of that one, 41-28. So Cambridge-Isani looking to finish off the regular season at 500. 1 versus 3 matchup. St. Thomas Academy beat Matamidi pretty handedly, 35-7 in that one. So those are some of the scores from our local listening area as we wrap up our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show, brought to you, of course, by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hail damage, get your vehicle over to Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They are ICAR and ASE certified. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora is recommended by insurance companies. Had an accident? Let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. 12 minutes will be put up back on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Plus, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. So we are ready for the start of the third quarter. See the dashes there. Those are timeouts for each squad. They'll be getting all 3 back. 16-8 is our score. Jags will receive the second half kickoff from Rush City, as Rush City had it first to begin the first half. As we get ready, both teams getting their final words in the huddles. Jags getting ready to kick return. Tigers out on the field as well. And we are ready for the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Not only is Kettle River Pizza delicious and made locally in Ascove, it's proven to be an excellent source of income for charitable groups, nonprofits, and sports clubs. Let Kettle River Pizza help your group succeed during your next fundraiser. And here is the second half boot. It is taken in by Lyons Jr. at around the 20. He'll get up, break off of one tackle, and then he is swiftly taken down at about the 36. And that's where the Jags will start with their first possession of half number 2. So the pass game is really what helped Hinckley-Finlayson there in the first half. Again, I just thought the front seven of Rush City was just too strong for their run game to really get going. So we'll see if they don't rely a little bit more on the pass game here in half number 2. They will start with a bunch of 3 receivers on the top of the formation. At the bottom, it's 1 Lions, the lone receiver. Holloway, the running back behind the quarterback. It'll be a give to Holloway. Holloway trying to get around 1 defender, gets around that 1 defender, then carrying a couple defenders forward, past 5 yards. Now he's still going, still got momentum, up past the 45, nearing a first down. Wow, what a run there by Holloway. And based on the spot, it could, well, they might just, based on the spot, it's going to be a new set of downs. Holloway on a gain of 10. I mean, he was stopped for a moment and then just rolled his way forward, grinding those legs, churning, keeping the momentum going, and then carried defenders even further up for 10 yards. Well, they're going to continue to try and get the run game going. Same formation with the bunch of 3 receivers on the top of the formation, lone receiver at the bottom. They'll give again to Holloway. A weird handoff from Von Ruden to Holloway as he gets up past right to the 50, actually. Gain of 4. Gain of 4 for Holloway. And it's a weird handoff for Von Ruden. It isn't the normal right into the gut. He almost uses the opposite hand and kind of just hands it to him right in his hands, not putting it into the stomach, the breadbasket of the running back. It's an awkward looking handoff, but it's been working so far. So it'll be 2nd and 6 now for Hinckley-Finlayson. They'll line it up with now they'll switch the formation, bunch at the bottom. They'll give outside to Workman. Workman's got the speed. He's going to cut up the field. He's got the speed out to the outside. He's got some room to run, and he's going to be just bumped out of bounds inside the 5 by the free safety. They're coming over to give him a lick. That's Landon Luckoff. But, man, that is less than ideal, and we're going to get, I didn't see the flag, and it's going to come all the way back. Workman, a 47-yard carry, is going to be erased because of holding. Well, you talk about catching a huge break. That is one there for the Tigers. Well, again, a 47-yard run from Zach Workman is erased by a holding call. So it'll be 2nd and about 16. Now for the Tigers, or for the Jaguars, excuse me. Yeah, Workman, a big run there, and he's pretty upset coming to the sidelines. Got to keep your wits about you. Got to keep your head up. Can't just get down after one play. Still 2nd down. They'll line up and, well, again, that weird handoff nearly works against him that time. He'll give it there to Mason Clare, and that almost ends in disaster because the ball actually wound up getting up on the shoulder pads of Clare, and he maybe gets a yard, but that handoff actually nearly ends in disaster. So well, they are lucky to keep possession after that play, because that should have probably been a fumble, for being honest. So Jags will come out, bunch here on the bottom of your screen with 3 receivers, lone receiver at the top of your screen. They'll take the snap. It'll be a screen here to the right for Lions, and they've got the defenders there, Munson as well as Diedrich. And he's going to lose about 4 yards.
Loss of 4 on the play.
So that'll bring out 4th down. Well, for the Jags, the penalty hurts them in a big way. What should have been 1st and goal was erased after a holding call, and then they just couldn't get anything going from there on out. And getting set to boot this one away will be Julian Barbero. Back deep to return is Diedrich. For the Tigers, Barbero with the punt. End over end kick, sidewinding a little bit at the 35. It'll roll past Diedrich to the 25, to the 24, and that's where it'll be stopped by Lyons Jr. So that punt will flip field position for the Jags. Exactly what you want there on that punt for Hinckley-Finlayson. Now the Tigers have their chance after they make the stop defensively. They have a chance to go down and try and tie this game up. 8:16 to go here in the third quarter. Nearly 4 minutes taken off there by Hinckley-Finlayson. Why that matters is, again, the Tigers predicate themselves on the run primarily. Pass game has been okay, 3 of 6 for 36 yards. But the run game has really been their bread and butter, and that's what they'll stick with. Munson off the left sideline. He's got a lot of room to run, trying to make one-man miss. He does. He's got to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. He's got the speed, and he's going to be just taken down at the 25 by Barbero to make the stop. But what a run there of 50 yards for Munson. Well, he had over 100 in the first half, now 154 after that one. What a run by Munson, and that is how you spark a team. They'll line up first down 10 from the 25 of Hinckley-Finlayson. They'll give it back to Munson. Oh, he run into his own offensive lineman, and he'll lose nearly 5 yards. It'll be a loss of 4. He ran into his own offensive lineman, Uriah Stitch, as he tried to be the pulling blocker to get out in front to provide that block in front of him, but they run into each other, and it'll be a loss of 4. And now, again, if you're the Tigers, you can't let that hurt your momentum after the big Munson run. 2 receivers will go out wide left. Tight end on the right. Receiver will be split off the tight end as well. Munson to the left of Nyhart. They'll give to Munson. They'll give now to, that's the ball carrier that time will be number 8, Kyle Hogrud. And he gets a decent carry up past the 25 to about the 21.
Bring up third down and 7.
So gain of 8 that time for Hogrud, and now it'll be third and about medium, more manageable for sure. Nyhart takes a snap. He'll give to Munson off the right sideline. Cuts it up the field. Nice cutback, and he dives forward to about the 15. It'll be spotted at the 14. And based on the spot, that should be a, oh, yes, no, maybe so, yes. It'll be a new set of downs on that gain and run there for Munson. First down and 10 inside the Rush City Auto red zone for the Tigers. Nyhart, and we got movement. Who moved first is the question. And they'll get it on the Jags. So Hinckley-Finlayson will be called for offsides.
On the Jags, 5-yard penalty, first down and 5 for the Tigers.
And now first down and only 5 to go. Now ball at the 10. Nyhart takes the snap. Give to Munson off the right side of the line. He's got some blocking in front of him. Breaks off of 1, and then he's quickly taken down inside the 10 at about the 8.
Takes it down to the 8-yard line.
Gain of 2 for Munson. It'll be second down and about 3 to go. And again, they can get a first down without a touchdown. But second down and 3. Creeping up on 5.5 minutes to go here in the third. Time not a factor now for Rush City, as again, they'll take as much time as they need because they scored, try and get the 2 point, and right back in it. Nyhart again, a low snap, corrals it, gets forward, but gains nothing. No gain there for Nyhart after a low snap. They've had trouble with the snaps here tonight, almost all night, and that another one, but Nyhart able to corral it and at least get it back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down and about 3.5 for Nyhart and company. Line up in that same formation they've been in. Nyhart will take the snap. He'll look to throw now. He's got Diederich out wide, and that ball is knocked away. Great defense there by Jacob Lyons Jr. He forces it incomplete, and that will make it 4th down. So 4th down now for the Tigers, and this is a big 4th down. 4:43 to go here in the 3rd. He'll have 2 running backs in the backfield, 1 on each side. He'll give it to Munson off the right sideline, trying to follow his blockers up the field. And it looks like he might be short.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line.
And it will be a turnover on downs. So he comes up short on 4th. And now the Jags will have the ball. Well, the Jags will start just in front of their own 5-yard line. So if there's anything positive to take, they have to go the entire length of the field. Von Ruden coming out late here with the play call for Hinckley-Finlayson. They're going to have to really hurry to get to the line of scrimmage and get this play off in time. Looks like they'll be okay. Well, here come the Jags. 4 receivers, and then Holloway, the lone back. It'll be Von Ruden who will rush out to his right, looking to get forward, but Diedrich is there making initial contact, and Von Ruden will get it near the 10 to about the 9. Gain of about 3 there for Von Ruden. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Jags. Jaguars will get someone off and someone in for this 2nd down play. And here they come to the line of scrimmage. Von Ruden under center. Bunch on the bottom of the formation. They'll toss it out wide here to Workman. Workman just trying to get around the edge. He does get around the edge, lowers the shoulder, gets underneath Diedrich for a moment, and then he's swung out of bounds by Diedrich. It'll be a new set of downs up at around the 17, 18-yard line. Gain of 8 for Workman, and a new set of downs for the Jags. So Von Ruden bringing in the play call from Coach Visser. They'll have that bunch formation at the top of the formation. We'll have Holloway, the lone back, behind Von Ruden. He'll take the snap. He wanted to go quick to Lyons. He does on the slant. Lyons breaks off with 1 tackle, tries to cut it outside. He's to the sideline now and out near the 30. And it will be a pickup of 12 there for the Lions. And a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 at the Jags 30-yard line. Von Ruden will bring in the play call from the sideline. Again, same formation as the previous play. Holloway will be the lone back behind Von Ruden. Von Ruden. It's a fumble, and the Tigers jump on top of it. Well, you talk about catching a massive break and getting things possibly turned back your way. That's it. And I can't help but feel like that is in large part due to the weird handoff that Von Ruden has. Either way, it's going to be a turnover. And the Tigers will take over at the Jags 35-yard line. 3:22 to go here in the third. They still trail on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 16-8. He's got two running backs in the backfield, one on each side, Diedrich and Munson. Neihart takes a snap. He'll give to Diedrich off the left side of the line, following his blockers, cutting it outside. He breaks off of one, and he's got the speed to go, but he's going to be wrapped up and taken down inside the 20 to about the 13, 14-yard line. Gain of 21. And now, all of a sudden, it seems like the Tigers have a little bit of new life. And a turnover can certainly switch that in a hurry. And they got just that there. Well, that's good for them because Hinckley-Finlayson was marching slowly but surely. They'll hand it off again, and they try to give it to Diedrich, but did they just give it right back? They did. Oh, no.
The Tigers fumble the ball at the 15-yard line.
Oh, no. Well, one play got him inside the Rush City Auto red zone, and then a fumble on the attempted handoff to Diedrich. And the ball goes right back to Hinckley-Finlayson. Oh, man. Well, the Jaguars catch a break there. What should have been a momentum shifter for the Tigers winds up right back in the hands of Hinckley-Finlayson on a fumble themselves. So nearly back-to-back fumbles, and the Jags have it back on their own 15. Von Ruden under center, bunch at the top of the formation, Holloway the lone back. And they'll give to Holloway. Holloway trying to cut it way outside to the right here, and he cuts it back, makes one man miss, cuts it up the field, and he gets to about the 20. They'll spot him more at the 22. Gain of 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play, second down.
And it'll be second down and medium. A lot of times you do not want to see the running back cut it that far outside. That usually spells disaster, but that time for Holloway, it worked out with a nice juke move put in there as well. Von Ruden will take the snap, and it's going to be a flag. They'll get holding, so
Pass falls incomplete. Flag on the play.
that pass was intended for number 11, Hudson Bork. So we'll see if they give them 10 yards back or will they take the third down. Looks like they'll move them back. So holding again on the Jags. They've had a problem with that here in this game. That's the third time they've been called for holding. The second time here in the third quarter alone. So something that they'll have to try and improve on. It'll be second down and long for the Jags. Again, after that holding penalty. It's been really the penalties that have kind of set the Jags back. Otherwise, they've been moving the ball pretty well. Line up bunch at the bottom of the formation. Lone receiver at the top. Running back behind the quarterback is Workman. They're going to look to chuck it deep here to Lyons. And Lyons, good defense. Oh, and they're going to get him for PI. Well, looks like they'll get Diedrich for pass interference. Unfortunately, just didn't get that head around there on that defense, and that will be PI. So it is not a spot foul. It is only 15 yards. And it will be a first down. So it will be first down and 10 for Hinckley-Finlayson. After the pass interference call, he'll give out to Workman. Workman cuts it back up the field and grinding forward past the 35 to about the 30, or excuse me, past the 30 to the 33. Gain of 6 there for Workman. That'll be second down and 4 for Hinckley-Finlayson. Lions on the sideline now, catching a break. They'll line up with that bunch formation at the top of the formation, and they'll give it off to Holloway. Holloway working backwards, and he's going to go down. He got a yard. Munson with another tackle out there. Picked up 1, did Holloway, maybe. Yeah. Oh, they're going to give him 2. So it'll be third and short now for the Jags. That ball at the 34-yard line, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. And I'm guessing the Jags will take this play and then end the quarter and go to a fourth for what could be a fourth down or the new first down play. Von Ruden will come out with Lions. They have to run at least one more play, but then they can let it go to the fourth after. They got to get out quick, though. There's the 10-second hand up by the back judge. 3, they do get it off in time. Give up the middle, nothing doing. And that's the front 7 coming to life there for Hinckley-Finlayson, or for Rush City. And maybe gained a yard, did Workman. And that's going to do it for our third quarter. Fourth quarter coming your way. The Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars lead the Rush City Tigers 16-8 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methven Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals, Wednesday the 23rd in Sandstone. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today. 320-679-1822.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another man's treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another man's treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Back here on WCMP, 106.5 FM, AM 1350, live video at WCMPradio.com. It'll be fourth and short for the Jags as we start this fourth quarter. We'll see what the Jaguars do. Knows the ball just short of the 35-yard line. They come out with a play call ready. So here we go. This a pretty big play as well. They've got about 8 players in the box, do the Tigers, and it'll be a sneak for Von Ruden. He squeezes through for the first. Gains 2 and has a new set of downs for the Jags. He was able to get right into his lineman. He was stopped for a moment, but then was able to find just a little bit of a crease to squeeze through and fall forward for a couple for the new set of downs. Ball spotted at about the 36-yard line of Hinckley-Finlayson now on their own side of the 50. Von Ruden will take the play call in from the sideline. And they're going to try and use as much of the clock as they can, will the Jags. Here's the 10-second hand, though. 5, 4, 3, 2. They do get it off in time. They'll give it to Holloway. Holloway trying to cut it outside. But there is a tackle for loss by Hogrud. And Be a loss of about 2.
34-yard line, second down and 12.
Loss of 2 that time for Holloway, and now what you want if you're Hinckley-Finlayson. Holloway got away with that before the end of the quarter on the start of this drive, but you keep doing that, you're just not going to continue to get away with it because that's just, I mean, you can't go out that far outside and expect to beat the defenders. They're, more times than not, they've got the better angle and are going to get you down, and that's what happened there. Good angle there by the Tigers to get to him and take him down for a loss. So it's second down and long for Hinckley-Finlayson, and now a timeout called by the Jags. It'll be their first of the second half. And while they take one, we will as well, back after 30 seconds on WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP. Fourth quarter of action underway. 10-16 to go in the fourth. Jags with the lead over the Tigers. 16-8. Second down and long for Hinckley-Finlayson after a nice tackle for loss. They'll line up I formation, receiver on each side of the formation for Hinckley-Finlayson. And they're going to give it off to Workman. Workman off the left side of the line, and he's out of bounds. Up past the 40 to about the 41. Be a gain of nearly 7 there for Workman.
Balls at the 41.
And it'll bring up third down and medium. So we got a flag down that we did not see. And it looks like it's going to be holding again on Hinckley-Finlayson. That's the 4th time this game, 3rd in the second half alone, that they have been called for a holding.
Ball back to the 25-yard line. Be second down and long.
Another holding call on Hinckley-Finlayson. Man, oh man, they've got to get that corrected sooner than later. Now they'll come to line, second and a country mile. Clock under 10 minutes, excuse me. And they'll line up to pass. Kellen Von Ruden on the run, looking, and he'll just chuck it away. It was tipped. I think it was tipped there by the man running after him. That was Austin James LaChapelle.
Good play by LaChapelle. Get his hands up.
Got it.
That ball falls incomplete.
And that one almost was intercepted, but the defender unable to get to it in time to pick it off, so it falls incomplete. So it'll be third and still a country mile for the Jags. And now for the Tigers in a spot where if you can stop them here on third, force a punt, you're going to get the ball back with plenty of time to go down and try and tie this one up. So clock stops after the incompletion with 9:43 to go. 10-second hand is up by the back judge. Von Ruden under center. Takes the snap, toss out wide to Workman. Workman trying to cut it outside even further, but Landon Luckoff with such a good open field tackle. Luckoff has been so good at that this year. Only a gain of about 3 there for Workman. And that'll bring up fourth down and still a country mile. So the Jags will be forced to punt this one away. And the Tigers, Diedrich back deep to return. And getting set to boot it away is, of course, Barbero. Barbero with the boot. It's a good end-over-end kick. Diedrich there, and he'll let it go, and he'll let it roll. And that's going to wind up inside the 25. So a good field-shifting punt there by Barbero. puts the Tigers back at about their own 24. $8:50 to go on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Jags still lead 16-8 over the Tigers. 55-6 over there in Malacca with Piers leading the way. Try and get you an update on Mora and Pequot Lakes. 57-6 over there in Mora in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Nyhart will take the snap. He'll look to throw, and he's got a man deep. He's got Diedrich, and it's incomplete. Well, maybe not the best coverage, but he got a hand on it as Diedrich was over there on the sideline on that baseball field dirt. And that was Aiden Arrington with the deflection there. Again, he wasn't close enough for a face guarding call, which would be a PI. And Diedrich had him beat, but it was just a tad underthrown by Nyhart. And that will make it 2nd down and 10. Yeah, Diedrich had him beat by quite a bit, almost 5 yards. And then with the pass a little underthrown, he had to come back to it, but Arrington is just able to get a hand on it to knock it away. Otherwise, Diedrich might have caught it as he was going to the ground. They'll line up again. They'll give it off to Munson. Munson has some room to run, but he's taken down quickly. And he gets it up to the 30, gain of 7. Munson has a bunch of carries tonight, well over 20, closing in on 30 carries this evening. Over 100 yards, though, 150 on the ground. But, again, won't matter much unless they get down the field and can tie it up and figure out a way to win. Meanwhile, it'll be Nyhart in the pistol. He takes snap, another snap that gets to his chest, but he's able to corral it, and then he's able to get forward, and the ball is ripped out! Oh, my goodness. So they do get the ball back. Wow. Nyhart picks up almost what he needed, 3 yards. He fumbled it, but he did get, the Tigers do fall on top at 4th and 1. Under 8 to go in the game. Nearly another turnover by the Tigers. They'll line up Diedrich and Munson in the backfield with Nyhart. I would assume one of them will get the carry, the other one will block. It will be Munson. Munson will follow the block of Diedrich. He's got the first down and then some, past the 35 to about the 37. Gain of 4 for Munson. So Munson, another carry of 4. And they'll hurry it up. Munson off the right side of the line. He's got some room to run, and then he's quickly taken down at the 40. Maybe 5 for Munson. Yeah, 3, excuse me. Be 2nd down and 7. They'll go with a little bit of a abbreviated huddle. And get to the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers at the bottom of the formation. Tight end at the top with the wing off the tight end's hip. They'll give to Munson again off the right side. Munson's got the carry. He's grinding forward past the 45 to about the 46. Gain of 7. Or, 5. Math is hard. 3rd down and 1. 6.5 minutes to go. Yeah, Munson's going to be the bell cow here. Not surprising. Nyhart takes the snap. He'll give to Munson again. It'll be that reverse to Hagrud. He gets up past the 50, near the 45 to the Hinckley-Finlayson 46. Gain of 8 for Hagrud. And now timeout called here by Rush City. It'll be their first. They'll be left with 2. And while they take a timeout, we will as well. Back after 30.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Well, Adam Hefty has a final over there in Mora. They fall to Pequot Lakes 57-6. Appreciate Adam Hefty for being out there tonight and all of our other guys as well. He was joined by Chris Gable and Andy Beckstrom over in Malacca tonight for the Malacca Piers game. So he will work on getting a player of the game interview. First down and 10 now for the Tigers on the Hinckley-Finlayson side of the 50. It'll be a pass for Neihart right over the middle on the slant to Diedrich. Oh, just a shoulder shove, and he breaks off of that down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 26 for Diedrich. The Jags were completely caught off guard by that pass. They were thinking it's going to be run, but Tigers say, hey, let's go with a little bit of a pass here, and Diedrich with a great route run and then breaks off the tackle. And that's why you wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, because the defender for the Jags just tried to shoulder shove him, and Diedrich said, fine, I'll keep going. And he takes it for 26 up to the 20 now. And this will give them a lot more time to look to try and take some time off the clock. They've got a man, Hallgroot, in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! 20-yard touchdown pass from Neihart to Hallgroot for 6. Well, the Tigers out of the timeout just decided, you know what, we're going to go back to the pass and see if we can't get it to work, and they do. They realize, hey, we've kind of lulled Hinckley-Finlayson to sleep, and with the last two plays, they go pass, go 46 yards and get in the end zone. Hallgroot, the catch there. And two guys out for rush. They'll go with, looks like, Hallgroot as, no. Yes, maybe so, Hallgroot. No, it'll be a direct snap to Diedrich, and the snap goes way backwards. And they've got a chance for a return. The ball's still up for grabs. And that will be blown dead. So another snap that goes awry, this time over the head of the direct snap Diedrich, and that will keep it 16-14. So it will not be a tie game. Tigers still trail by 2. 5:38 to go. 16-14 our score. That Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you, and if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Tigers will look to boot it away. Malacca falls to Piers 62-6. So we got finals over there in those games. Meanwhile, our game, 5:38 to go. Tigers with another Kettle River Pizza kickoff. And here's the boot. And overhand kick. Workman, lets it go behind him. And it'll be taken in front of the 5. Workman, oh my goodness, trying to get around one defender, gets past another, and gets forward to about the 20. Well, disaster there for the Jags as Workman was just too far behind the kick. I mean, he just didn't get up on it enough. And he watched that one bounce by him, and they'll start at their own 20. Well, defensively, this is ideal if you're Rush City because, well, now you can kind of pin your ears back a little bit. But again, if you're the Jags, trying to work some time off the clock while also picking up first downs because there's still 5:32 to go. But if you're able to drive the length of the field, you could in theory, take off 5:32. But again, Tigers still have 2 timeouts. So we'll see what happens here as Von Ruden will go under center. Bunch of 3 receivers at the bottom of the formation. They'll give here up the middle, trying to cut back, but there's Munson and company. Gain of about 1 for the ball carrier, number 13, Mason Clare.
The ball carrier.
It'll be 2nd and 9.
2 on the play, 2nd down 8.
Nice stop again there by the Tigers. Really good tackling here in the second half. We'll take this clock under 40, or 5 minutes to go, rather. Second hand is up, and Von Ruden will take the snap. He'll look to throw. He's under a lot of pressure. He's trying to get it to his receiver, number 6. That's Ben Westrom. Incomplete. And for Von Ruden, for Von Ruden, I feel like they got to stop rolling him out. He's got good protection in the pocket, but every time he rolls out, Rush City is there, and I mean, they're there in a hurry. So if they keep him in the pocket, I feel like he's got better blocking in the pocket to let these routes develop, because every time he rolls out, man, Rush City is there, and they are waiting for him. So he has no time rolling out, but again, in the pocket, he's had time. It is 3rd down. Crowd getting loud for the Tigers. Von Ruden takes the snap. He'll toss it to Workman on the left side of the line, trying to cut it upfield. Nothing doing as he picks up only a few. And Diedrich makes the stop. An ankle tackle there after a gain of about 4 yards for Workman. Good open field tackle by Diedrich to make the stop. Yeah, I would like to see them keep Von Ruden in the pocket. I think he's got better blocking, but, well, the Tigers force a punt. As Barbero will be back to boot it away. That snap was low, but Barbero able to get it up and get this punt away. And that going to roll backwards, and it hits the gunner there, Ben Westrom, at about the 45. And that's where the Tigers will take over with 3:47 to go. Again, 3:47 to go on that Brace Orthodontics scoreboard. Tigers only down by 2. Tigers will take over. Munson behind Nyhart. Give to Munson, and Munson gain of 5 in a hurry, and gain of about 6.
49-yard line. 2nd down 4 for the Tigers.
Under 3.5 now to go. And give it to Munson, but he's taken down behind the line. What a play there by the linebacker, number 52. That is Elijah Best. So it'll be, after a loss of a couple, it'll be 3rd down and 6. Third down and 6 for the Tigers. Man in motion. They'll fake the give to Munson. Von Ruden trying to get it. And is it caught by Hogrud? Yes, it is caught by Hogrud at the 40. Gain of 9. Gain of 10. Now all of a sudden the pass game coming to life. Handoff here to Munson. Munson off the right sideline. Got some blocking in. He's out to the right side. Breaks off tackle going forward. And he dives ahead for just a little bit extra past the 25 to about the 24. 15 yards for Munson.
4-yard line. Be a first down for the Tigers.
And the clock will roll. And now a timeout called here by Hinckley-Finlayson. It'll be their second. They'll be left with one. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after a word from our sponsors.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
And we're back on Anthem Country WCMP. Jags left with one timeout, 2:01 to go in the game. Tigers down by 2, but moving the ball pretty well now offensively. That's why you like having a bell cow like Munson, because early on, guys want to tackle him. As the game goes along and he starts to heat up, well, he starts to get a little bit stronger, and the defense a little less likely to want to go up and make a stop. They'll take the snap, and again to Munson. And he's taken down from behind by Von Ruden, but still picks up a yard or two. And now a timeout called. And I believe it's Hinckley-Finlayson's timeout. And if that is their final of the game. So they do not have any remaining. We'll keep it here. So the Tigers only down by 2. Got a nice 3 and out on their last defensive drive. And got the ball back. And again, their offense starting to get into rhythm. So the Tigers, second down and 9. Take the snap, give to Munson off the left sideline, breaking tackles, falling forward near the 20, or near the 15 rather, to be about the 17. Oh, it'll be well short of that. And a 4 for Munson. 3rd and 3. They'll go quick. And a high snap. And now Nyhart going to try and throw it away, but he's taken down well behind the line of scrimmage. Another high snap for the Tigers here tonight. And now a timeout called here by Rush City. That'll push them back all the way to the 28-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Timeout called by the Tigers. That was on 3rd and 3. And now it's 4th and close to 15. Well, this is going to be the game right here. So Tigers have to get a first down with 1:19 to go. Otherwise, the Jags will be a couple kneel downs away from a win. So this is the biggest play of the game right now for both squads. Here we go. Jags ready. If I'm the Jags, I'm looking at a pass. If I'm Tigers, and looks like the Tigers will take a second timeout, so they will take their 3rd and final. just to discuss things a little further. And while they do, we will as well, back after 30 seconds on WCMP.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on WCMP, final timeout taken by the Tigers. And again, this the biggest play of the game. First down keeps the Tigers alive. If not, game's over. Here we go. Both sides getting loud. Two receivers right. In fact, all the receivers will be right. Neihart will look to throw. He's looking. And he's going to chuck it deep to Diedrich in the end zone. And it is caught! Touchdown! The Hinckley coach asking about possibly an offensive PI, but he's going to get a flag anyways. What a play on fourth down. From 29 yards out, Neihart finds Diedrich in the end zone for a touchdown. And that will put the Tigers on top. It won't end it yet. (20-16). So 20-16 is the score. Obviously, Tigers will have to go for two. What a fourth down play. And here come the Tigers. Neihart takes a snap. He'll roll out to his right, looking for two. Under a lot of pressure, he'll throw towards the back of the end zone, but it is incomplete, knocked away. So that keeps it 20-16, but the Tigers have taken the lead with 1:09 to go in the fourth quarter.
16, 109 left in the game.
Man, oh man. So the Jags, after this kick return, will probably have less than a minute to go to get downfield and try and score themselves. But again, clock will stop momentarily after every first down, incompletion, and plays that get out of bounds. So while they will have to, hurry up, there is time, especially if they get out of bounds. But that's a tall task. (20-16). So with that penalty on the Hinckley-Finlayson coach, they will kick it off from the Jags 45. So they will look to boot it away. Elijah Umbright will look to kick off. And this will be kicked out of bounds. Well, that almost looked like it was on purpose, which is interesting, to say the least. And so with that kickoff out of bounds, the Jags should start at the 35. We'll wait and see, though. So some discussion between the referees and Hinckley-Finlayson coach. Not 100% sure as to what the discussion is. So it'll be 5 yards from the end of where the kick went out.
Jaguars will take over first down.
Well, it'll probably be all throws here for Hinckley-Finlayson. Again, like I said, Von Ruden had some blocking in the pocket. Once he rolled out, that's when the trouble started. 1:09 to go. Von Ruden under center takes the snap. He'll stay back in the pocket. Now he under pressure, and this is up. And caught by an offensive lineman. Well, that's not going to help at all because now you've got everyone who's got to come back. I mean, that's a loss of, golly, almost about 10 yards after his lineman caught it. And are they going to say he spiked it? No, they will.
Spikes the ball.
So that will stop the clock.
At the 26-yard line, be third down.
So the Jaguars down to their last couple of plays here. Tigers, first play, got pressure through that offensive line and made the stop. There's 10 seconds. They're going to get a delay game penalty. There it is, delay game. Took way too long for that play call. That'll back them up even further. Oh, my goodness. Well, remember how the first half ended for Rush City? That's kind of how it's going now for Hinckley-Finlayson. Just mistake upon mistake upon mistake. Obviously, we'll see a pass here for Hinckley-Finlayson as they've got about, well, third and 30. Throw here, trying to get it to Lyons, and Lyons, it's incomplete. And this is going to be the last play. I mean, we'll get we'll get a couple kneel downs from Rush, but this will be the last play for Hinckley-Finlayson. So the final play for Hinckley-Finlayson. Otherwise, it'll be just a couple kneel downs for Rush City, and it will be a win. Not a pretty win, but a win no less. Here we go. Fourth and forever. They got to get to about the 48-yard line for a first down. Von Ruden getting some blocks. He's got it to... Oh, nope, Workman dropped it. And that's going to do it. So that will do it for this one. The Tigers will get the victory. 20-16 over the Jags. Man, oh man, what a game. So the Tigers will finish the regular season at a 5-3 record. And will go into the playoffs winning 2 in a row. And Nyhart with the knee, and that should do it.
Nyhart will take a knee.
So Nyhart with the knee will run out the rest of this clock. And again, that will do it. So Jags finished 1-7, Tigers 5-3 during the regular season, and that will do it. 20-16. It wasn't pretty for the Tigers. But even if it's not pretty, you take it because it is a win. A win doesn't have to be pretty. It can come down to the last second. But a win is a win for the Tigers, and they finish 5-3 on the regular season. A tough loss here for the Jags, but man, the Tigers had to battle back at the very last seconds here in this one with that fourth down touchdown pass to Diedrich to make it 20-16. So we'll be back to recap this one after word from our fine sponsors. Hopefully get a player of the game as well here on WCMP.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another man's treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another man's treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us. Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
Getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn and Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand. And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Okay. I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Back here on WCMP. The final here in this one, the Tigers more or less feel like they escape with the victory. 20-16 after trailing at the half, 16-8. But hey, the biggest news of all is they shut out the Jags here in the second half. That is what is the most important stat. They go out and score enough, 12 points here in the second half. And again, couple calls, missed calls in this one for both sides, but at the end of it, Tigers converted on a 4th down and long. And if you're the defensive coach, defensive coordinator, whatever you'd like to call it, for Hinckley-Finlayson, that's one where you say, I hate to say it's unacceptable because it makes it sound like they didn't try, because they did, but it is unacceptable. You can't, on a 4th and 13, 14, 15, from the 29-yard line, you cannot allow the other team to go and not just get a first down. First down would be one thing, but allow them to get a touchdown on 4th and about 15. It gets to a point where it's like, that is unacceptable, and it has to be better. As we take a look at this one, the Jags finished with 148 yards of offense, 79 yards rushing on 25 carries, 6 of 12 passing for 69 yards. For the Tigers, 360 yards of offense, 43 carries, 248 yards rushing, 7 of 12 passing for 112 yards. Leading the way carrying was Tyler Munson, 34 carries, 219 yards. Braylon Neidhart, 7 of 12, 112 yards, passing with 2 touchdowns through the air. And it was Tyler Munson, the rushing touchdown here for the Tigers. The lone offensive touchdown for Hinckley-Finlayson was scored on a 29-yard touchdown catch by Jacob Lyons in the first half. Other than that, they had a 57-yard punt return touchdown by Jacob Lyons Jr. on the first possession. It was almost a 3-and-out for Rush City. They went 2 plays, got a first down, then 3-and-out from there. They punted away. Jacob Lyons Jr., 57-yard touchdown. They were up 7-0. And then it was a crazy end of the half. After Rush City scored, both these teams went back and forth. Rush City had a chance at the last couple minutes of the half, but it ended in disaster. A fumbled snap backed them up. Then a holding call backed them up even further. Then on a 3rd down attempt, Neidhart slipped as he was going to step up to make the pass, and he was down, I think it was close to a 10-yard loss on that 3rd down. So then they were getting set to punt it away from their own end zone. Neidhart was getting ready for the punt. He slipped after, again, bobbling the snap in the end zone for a safety, which made it 9-7. Jags got it back on the ensuing kickoff, went the enough, and then that's where, again, Lyons Jr. scored on the 29-yard touchdown pass, so they went into half leading 16-8. But the Tigers come out in the second half, score 12 unanswered points to get the victory here tonight, 20-16. Talk about resiliency of this Tiger team. That they showed it right there, but, and this is a pretty big one, they did not play as well as they would like to have. Now, obviously, they got the run game going here in the second half, which opened it up on that last drive for the passing plays, in which they got it to Diedrich to get within 2, or with the lead. But the drive before that, they decided to go to Hogrud for a couple. So they really started to lean on the run game, and they really got things going with, again, when you've got a back like Tyler Munson, who is as big and runs as strong as he does, it is hard to tackle him. At the beginning of the game, you go up, you're hitting the hole hard, you're making a stop, you're tackling him. As the game goes along, it feels like he gets stronger, he runs a little bit harder, and it becomes that much harder to stop him. That's just how it works with a big back like that. I mean, Tyler Munson stands 5'11", 210. With a back like that, as the game goes along, it gets harder and harder to stop him. And, excuse me. And they just turned to him and said, you're going to be our bell cow. He carried the ball 20 times in the first half for 104 yards. Carried it 14 more times in the second half for 115 more yards. That is a crazy stat line for Tyler Munson. But I don't want to say he completely carried the team in the second half because other teammates helped him out. But he was a big reason why they were able to open up the pass game and score through the air twice because they had to worry about Munson. They had to worry about him carrying the ball. But then they forgot about the pass, and Neihart delivered on a couple of them for 2 touchdowns. So a tough one here for the Jags. I mean, this one's going to haunt them for a little bit. But you know what? They have to go into next Tuesday. Yes, they'll go on the road, and it'll be a tough environment. But they have to go on the road saying to ourselves, we could have, and absolutely should have won this game against Rush City. There is no reason we shouldn't have. So they've got to take that going forward into next week and say to themselves, hey, we need to come out next week, play like this, because they're going to get a win on the road if they were to. I think we'll get our Pine Insurance Player of the Game now from Rush City. So we'll take a break. And
Hi, I'm Samantha. I'm Ebony. I'm Megan. And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine.
Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident, fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with Annie Coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methven Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals, Tuesday the 21st in Mora at 11:30 or 6. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today. 320-679-1822.
Back here on WCMP, we're now joined by our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. That is the bell cow here tonight, Tyler Munson. First of all, congrats on the win here tonight.
Thank you.
So you guys end the regular season with a win at home. How sweet is that for you guys?
Oh, it's very nice. Could have been better, but, can't complain.
Yeah, not the way you guys draw it up. You were down by 8 going into the half. What was the message to you guys there at halftime?
Coach basically just said we got to get it together. That's what it was, and we figured all our crap out, and then we brought it to them.
And because of your running, the offensive line did a really good job again blocking for you. Let's just take a moment to credit that offensive line. What is it like to run behind those guys?
I love them. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Yeah.
You've been able to do that all season long. It's been fun for you, I'm sure. But again, here tonight, it didn't go your way a lot of times here tonight, but the resiliency of this team, what is it like to play with guys who continue to keep their heads up and be so resilient?
Yeah, they know what it's about. They know that you just got to get to the next play, forget about the last one.
You carried the ball over 30 times here tonight. Do you ever get tired?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just ready for the next play because I know eventually I'll be able to lay my head down at night.
Over 200 yards rushing for you, but your rushing and the other guys rushing opened the pass game up for your quarterback, Neihart, and he hit your receivers a couple of nice times for some touchdowns. On that 4th down play, what was going through your mind on that play and then seeing Dieter come down with it? I mean, just take us through that play.
It was just like both scenarios. What if he didn't catch it or what if he did catch it? I was just going through it in my head. And when he caught it, I think I almost started to tear up. Yeah.
It was a fun play to watch, an exciting one for sure. But you guys get the win here. Finish the regular season at 5-3. You guys will have a little bit of a short week. You'll come back, but you get a home playoff game. How nice is that?
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. We love it.
So you guys will get a home playoff game next week. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to cover you guys, but I want to congratulate you again on the win to finish the regular season, and congratulations on being our Pine Insurance Player of the Game.
Thank you.
We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends 7 till 2.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Well, it's a, I might as well get in camera. It's a heartbreaker here for Hinckley-Finlayson. I mean, so tough. It's a game that when they come back to this one, I mean, obviously you just got to kind of put it behind you now because you got to prepare for playoffs. But when they go back and they think about this one, unfortunately, this one's going to stick with them for a while. It's going to be a game of woulda, shoulda, coulda. And they could have and definitely should have won this one. But give credit to Rush City. They stayed so resilient here tonight. And again, they got down a few times, but they never stayed down. They just got back to even keel. And even on a 4th down and long play where, again, if you're Hinckley-Finlayson, you've got to make the stop there. But give credit to Rush City. They make the play they needed to make to get the lead on 4th down and long. I mean, that was a crazy play to watch. But they get the win here tonight due to the Tigers 20-16 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. So it is just the end of the regular season. It is not the end of the season for either of these squads. Rush City will get to host a home playoff game next Tuesday against who? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That it could be a number of teams. It could be Kenyon Wanamingo or any of the other teams in their section. Hinckley-Finlayson, unfortunately, will be on the road. They could play anyone from Hinckley-Finlayson. They are Hinckley-Finlayson. They could play anyone from Bram on the road to Mountain Iron Buell to Barnum. It could be any one of those three that they'll wind up having to go to. My guess would be they will be the 7th seed, and they'll go to Mountain Iron Buell to play on the road. Now, Mountain Iron Buell has been suspect, and I don't want to say suspect, but they have lost a couple of games in not Mountain Iron Buell fashion. So could Hinckley-Finlayson go on the road? If they were to play like this and then continue to play like that in the second half, could they get a playoff win on the road? No doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind that if Hinckley-Finlayson comes out next Tuesday on the road, plays like they did here tonight, they will absolutely get an upset win on the road over anyone they face. They played so well here tonight. Again, it's more or less of, can they finish off the game? Can they come out in the second half and do what they did in the first half? I wanted to see them do the pass a little bit more in the second half. They tried it, but I thought they rolled Von Ruden out a little bit too much. I thought they got him out on the perimeter a little bit too much. But I was proven wrong because then towards the last couple of drives, they kept him in the pocket, and Rush City just said, hey, we're going to beat you now inside the pocket. So inside or outside, they just couldn't get the blocking down that they wanted. Now, again, that could be Rush City just simply being like, hey, we're just pin our ears back and go, and they know that, hey, we don't have to really worry about anything else. That could be that kind of a situation. Or it could be a situation of where Hinckley-Finlayson maybe just didn't get the blocking up front that they wanted. Either way, I think if Hinckley-Finlayson is able to do this again next week and play a full 4 quarters like they did the first half, there's no doubt in my mind that they won't be competitive in the playoff game and maybe get an upset win on the road. Why not? Why not? But they're back in the single A playoffs, and they talked about that. They played a bunch of AA, 3A schools that are very, very good. I think going into the single A playoffs, they can make some noise. It's going to be a lot of fun to see who plays where. And if you want to know who plays where, stay tuned to WCMP, our morning show over on 100.9 FM with Josh Ramirez on at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk about this game, all the other games going on in our local listening area, plus regional and national sports. But not only that, we'll talk about volleyball seedings, where they'll play, who they'll play, when they'll play, football seedings, who they'll play, where they'll play, when they'll play, all that and more. Another way you can stay tuned to that is our website, WCMPradio.com. Go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will take you to all the links that we have for the upcoming week of play. We'll also have articles on there from games that we've been at, so if you weren't able to get to the game, you can go and read the article of how the game went based on our perspective. Another thing we'll have on there, we always do this for playoffs, we'll have an article or two on football and volleyball, on seedings, where they finished in their section, how their season went, who they'll play, when they'll play, and where they'll play in the playoffs, and their seeding as well. We'll have a whole article on that for both volleyball and football, so stay tuned for that on our website. Also, on our website, we'll have player and coaches interviews as well. Another way you can stay tuned is this YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you are notified every single time that we go live with a local sporting event. If you're subscribed, you'll get the notification, and all you'll have to do is simply click on it. It will take you right to the live video. Now, for playoffs, more than likely not going to have video. So if you click it during the playoffs, more than likely you're going to get to audio only. But we'll still be out there live with local audio as well. If it's regular season, more than likely we'll have video. Also, another great way to stay tuned is our social medias. Our Facebook page at WCMP Radio, our Instagram at WCMP Radio as well. So that is going to do it. I am going to get off camera and wrap things up. As I mentioned, our Twitter at Q Media Sports, or X, whichever you'd like to call it, at Q Media Sports as well. So that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all for tuning in and our fine sponsors. If it's not for both of you and our fine sponsors, well, we aren't able to come out here and call any of these games. So I appreciate all our fine sponsors and our loyal listeners. Again, because of you, I'm able to continue to come to games because they see, hey, people are listening, people are tuning in, people are watching. If you're not, well, then they tell me, hey, you don't need to go out because no one's listening or watching. So I appreciate you. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys tune in. It really does. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness can truly make and even change their day. You'd be surprised what it can do. Just a smile, opening the door, being nice to someone, complimenting them. It can be as small. I remember I was complimented one time on a band shirt I was wearing. Someone was like, "Oh, nice shirt, man. I love that band." It made my day. It made my day. It's crazy to think that something that small can make your day so much better and brighter. So let's remember to be kind to everyone, treat everyone with respect, and let's just be more kind. Again, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman for WCMP. The Tigers get the victory over the Jags, 20-16. Once again, for WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com. That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP's 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM, licensed out of Pine City.